I guess we have Deadpool to thank for this one. A post from filmratings.com revealed that Warner Home Video will release an alternate cut of their much-hyped Batman and Superman movie in an R-rated Blu-ray release entitled Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. The post goes on to say that the rating was determined for sequences of violence. This follows a similar move by director Zack Snyder, who famously released an alternate cut of his Watchmen movie on home video. No word on a release date as of yet. Mark, buy or sell an R-rated alternate cut of Batman vs. Superman?
Ash, I'm going to have to sell it on multiple fronts. One, because I'm not entirely sure that any of this is accurate. We want to say that, look, we don't know this has not been confirmed by too many sources. It all seems to be coming from filmratings.com, so I don't know what to believe as far as the report, if there actually is already a cut. I didn't even know that they rated Blu-rays. I thought that the movie came out, it was whatever is rated in theater, and then sometimes you get the unrated version, which you would just go in to assume that it's going to be rated R. As a kid, you see unrated, and you're like, there's probably more blood and more boobs than I got to see in the theater. Maybe I'll check that out. Now, look, the prospect of an R-rated Batman versus Superman is something that is very titillating to me. Whoa. But I don't know whether to believe it, and also I don't know that this is the right time to announce that you're going to have a Blu-rated version that's different than the one in the theater. Schnepp, I know that you want to see Batman v Superman.
Right.
Does knowing or possibly knowing that there's going to be an R-rated Blu-ray version, does that enhance your appeal, or does it kind of reduce how excited you are for the theatrical version?
I have to say it reduces it, and when that news popped off last night, I kind of questioned it right off the bat. I'm like, this is a weird marketing move for Warner Brothers to release first of all, that Batman versus Superman or v Superman would be R-rated in the first place ever. They sell toys to kids, and the whole idea of putting out a Blu-ray or an Ultimate Edition that's 3.5 hours, like an extended cut. Granted, it is for the older sweaty nerds. The people are like, I'm gonna get the Blu-ray that's got the. It's not for the 7-year-old.
I mean, we buy toys too.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But
you know what I'm saying though? It's like, I think it's a little too early for them to release that news. So I don't know if it's 100. I don't really believe it's true. I question the validity of whatever filmrated.com is until it actually comes out a statement from Warner Brothers saying we're releasing a special edition, Blu-rated Ultimate Edition. Then I'll believe it. But I think it doesn't really make that much sense, especially with the marketing campaign. We're literally like 4 weeks away from the release of the film. So
we got 2 cells. Christian, are you making it 3?
No, I'm going to buy it because for the reason that it was the MPAA that put out the report. So I'm going to buy that it's accurate. What I think happened is that the Warner Brothers executives saw all the hype around the Deadpool stuff too. They saw the first cut of Snyder's movie, and Snyder has been known for whether it be the cut of Watchmen, which is obviously rated R. He's worked in 300. He's worked in the R before, so he probably had the first version of Batman v Superman that was pretty violent. You're not going to see any nudity or anything like that. The way Deadpool and the language is probably the bad. It's probably really violent in a way that the MPAA said, okay, maybe there's some blood or whatever. They submitted it, and they submitted it because of all the Deadpool hype, and because it is early for a Blu-ray release at this point. Right. So the
movie's not out yet.
I know,
but
that's what I'm saying, because they knew that this story, they knew the MPAA would release it. They knew people would start talking about it, so they wanted to get the hype more because for the amount of money that the Deadpool audience did, and like you said, the older sweaties will want to go and see it. Now, what I think will happen is I think that that whether they release that thing for everybody to see, it'll be a cool thing. I don't think it'll hurt the box office though at all, because it's still Batman v Superman. So the question is if they're going to put that, how they're going to sell that and keep that R-rated version out of the hands of kids. That's another topic altogether. Right. But as far as hurting box office, no, I think it's a good move if they actually do it. Now, whether or not they actually release it is another thing.
Do you think it's a dangerous precedent to set, though, where we're already going to announce that we have a different cut, that maybe some fans want more of a movie?
Yeah.
Like if they do this with Wolverine, say, right? Let's say the Wolverine comes out, or Wolverine 3 is being released in a couple months, and it's rated PG-13, and then they come out and they say, oh, don't worry, we got an R-rated version coming on Blu-ray. I just think it kind of dampens everybody's excitement for the movie.
I agree with you 100%. I think that's why I don't believe this report is real, because I think what it makes it by saying, oh, we've got this Ultimate Edition that's rated R, this is the one that you want to see, but it's not the one that we're releasing. It makes people like, I'll just wait a month and I'll see the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen though. I think because it's Batman vs Superman again, and I think that it'll actually do the opposite. If they actually did that, that R-rated version of it, whether or not they said we're definitely putting it out. You don't say that until after the movie comes out, because then I think that'll even sell even more Blu-rays.
No, I'm with you. I'm seeing the movie and I'm buying the
Right.
Ultimate Edition. So, but I guess there's a lot of people like us who are going to buy both.
Right.
So.
Well, look, I mean, it appears to have come from the MPAA, but if it was forged or it wasn't real, it wouldn't be the first time in the history of this movie that we've gotten some false reports.
Right.
Enter the Night and Dawn of Justice being prime examples.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.